But while we do that, it's time for another boosty break.
Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
So let
I
me
have a job to
get
do.
my face out of here. Nobody wants to see that.
All right. And yes, friends, while you do not get to see my face, you do get to see my hands. But yeah, we are going to open some boosties here. And since I don't think we have any questions in the queue, but if you do have any questions based on what we've talked about already, now remember, we are going to get to the structure of a turn next. So if there's anything else you want to ask, feel free to do so. Reminder, this Boosty Break is brought to you by Gerudo. Gerudo is a social media platform for trading card game players specifically. They've got really great gameplay interface that we got to use last night, and they're just continually rolling out new features. So if you want to be one of the early adopters like us, feel free to sign up at Gerudo.com. We're having a lot of fun with it, and we think you will too. All right, let's go. Boosty number 1 of the break. Okay. So our art card is Heroes Hangout. Okay. And then we have our other cards here. So this is, let me make sure this is in frame. Whoosh.
Another onomatopoeia.
Another onomatopoeia. It's true. It's funny that they renamed cards like whoosh in like on Arena, because like that
Yeah.
can't be copyright
I
infringing.
could see maybe thwip,
Thwip for sure is,
but
yeah.
whoosh is
Yeah, for
much
sure
more
that because like
generic.
yeah, Thwip I think is a Spider-Man thing, but all right, this is Stegron the Dinosaur Man. All right, we've got Scorpion Sting, we've got Kapow, which I don't know if that can be, or maybe that's a Marvel specific word. I don't actually know. Um, Skyward Spider. It's Morbin time.
Oh
I
yeah.
love casting this card in limited. This is a fun spell to cast. All right. What do we got here? So, Craven, Proud Predator. So we have a question that rolled in, Brad. Superior foes of Spider-Man. Hobgoblin, Mantled Marauder. Planes also can't go in your Thantis deck, Brad.
Come
Sorry.
on. Literally
All right.
3 of the 5 basic lands can go in that deck, and you're giving me islands and
I know,
plains.
I know, I know. I'm sorry. I'll try to do better, really. So now we get to our rares. All right, we have Spider Sense. This is a foil, regular printing. This is a Carnage Crimson Chaos. This is non-foil, whatever this version is, the comic book art. Venom, Deadly Devourer, also non-foil. All right, and then we have Heroic Intervention. This is non-foil. Permanents you control gain hexproof. And I like this card. I
Yeah,
like this
heroic
card.
intervention's good.
And Impasta Syndrome.
Impasta.
I quite like this card a lot. In fact, I was looking for exactly this printing for my Grillnock the Omnivore deck. So, love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, that was pack 1. Brad, do you want to go ahead and answer the question that's in chat?
Yeah. So this comes from Gunham Schwing.
Misha?
Um, so triggers question from a deck of mine. I have Delny and 6 Heir Apparents in my graveyard. I cast Rally the Ancestors where X equals 3. How does this deck resolve and how many rabbit tokens are made? So I'm not going to do math, but I will explain to you how this works. So just so we're all on the same page, Delny is a creature that that it says if a triggered ability of a creature you control with power 2 or less would trigger, it triggers a second time. Then Heir Apparent is a creature with power 2 or less that when it enters makes has a triggered ability to make a number of rabbits equal to the number of creatures you control named Heir Apparent. Notably, you can have as many Heir Apparents in your deck as you want, which is how you can end up with 6 in your graveyard. And then Rally Ancestries is a sorcery that returns some number of creatures from your graveyard to the battlefield. All creatures with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And then you exile them at the end step. Um, Also, it's an instant, which is significantly better than a sorcery, but it doesn't matter. Um, so the way this goes is you would return Delny and your 6 Heir Apparents from the graveyard to the battlefield. They all enter at the same time. And immediately after all of those creatures enter, the triggered ability fairy is going to come by with her whiteboard and see how many times or what triggered abilities should trigger.
So helpful.
Yes. And at the time, we're checking to see if those triggered abilities should trigger. Delny is on the battlefield, right? So each of those heir apparents will trigger twice because Delny was in play when those abilities triggered. So you would have 6 heir apparents, a total of 12 heir apparent triggers, each making 5 rabbit tokens. I think
12
I've
times 5 is 60.
yeah, so that's the number. Steph did the
I
math,
did the
not
math
me.
for you, so you don't have
We
to.
appreciate you, Steph.
Listen, I'm good for something today besides opening booster packs, I guess, right?
Yep.
Um, okay, and then we have a question from Katie. Why is Panglacial Worm like that? These are the questions that plague the souls of men. I am not, we don't know. We just don't
Glacial
know.
Worm is a menace.
We just don't know.
I have to believe that that someone at Wizards decided this will be a rules headache for judges to sort out, and then did a sadistic evil laugh.
Oh, we have a signed, like a foil stamp signed Clone Saga with comic book art as our art card here.
Nice.
All right, friends, we are looking for a soul stone, so I need you to do the ba 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 things with me, just so we can pull one. Okay. Um, great. This is in frame. Love this. Okay, selfless police captain, gallant citizen, Doc Ock's henchman, masked meower. I also like casting that card because 1-drop 1/1 dinguses with haste are like my favorite flavor of magic card. Savage Mansion, robotics mastery, Prowler, misguided mentor, living brain, mechanical marvel, Ezekiel Sims, spider totem. Brad, this also can't go in your Thantis deck.
I'm about to lose
I
my mind.
am really sorry
I've
about
never been
this.
so mad at white and blue before.
Yeah, right. All right, so we got Sandman. He is not bringing us a dream, but he is a shifting scoundrel. Um, let's see here. Rent is due. Clone Saga. This is non-foil, borderless. Mind Break Trap, non-foil, borderless. This is a special guest. And then we have Rocket Powered Goblin Glider. This is an extended art foil. Very nice.
I love that they had to add rocket powered to that because Glider is already a magic card.
Is it really?
It is.
That's so funny. I didn't. What does Goblin Glider do?
Let me look.
Yeah, this is your job while I'm doing this. I need to
Goblin
arrange
Glider
my robes
is
here.
a 2 mana 1/1 flying goblin that can't block.
Oh, so it's like it's not a glider like an object.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like a goblin,
it's a
one who
goblin that
glides.
glides.
He who
Yeah,
glides. Yes. Okay.
very
Wonderful.
funny.
Okay. All right, friends. We have treasure token. No art card here. We have this gross guy. We don't need to give him airspace. Then we have spectacular tactics. Electro's bolt. Unstable experiment. Another
Oh
one.
wow.
Why do we have two? Why do we have two with that one? Prison break, prowler, alien symbiosis, heroes hangout. Hey Brad, this can go in your Thantis deck.
There's
I
a
did better.
swamp
I did better. You just needed to
baby.
yell at me for a little bit. Um,
Good job, Steph. You did it.
Thanks. All right. Then we have lethal protection. This is from the welcome decks. This is 4-drop destroy target creature. Return up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. All right. And then we have Superior Spider-Man non-foil extended art. We've got Miles Morales. We've
All
got
right.
the borderless non-foil here. And then we've got Reanimate. This is a foil borderless one, y'all. This looks sick
Ooh.
in person. I really, really, really like this one. Um, And then last but not least, we have Peter Parker.
All right.
And it's a foil one with the cool comic book art back. That wasn't a bad pack. I liked
That's
that
yeah.
one. That was pretty good. That was easily our best pack so far. But yeah, all right. Thanks again to Gerudo, and we'll get back to the to learning some rules here. Brad, you want to take me off the screen and put you back on?
Back in action, baby.